Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 2 of the train.
We're just sitting down to eat breakfast. What are you thinking about getting, Craig?
The 3-egg omelet.
Craig loves omelets now. I'm thinking about the railroad French toast, I think. I had that the last time and it was really good. Craig's been up early. What time did you get up, Craig?
4:30.
He got up at his regular time, 4:30.
He was up really.
I think I got up at around 6. It was 5:52 when I looked at my watch.
I suppose
I didn't sleep too bad, but I woke up frequently. I kind of like that feeling of the train rocking while you're sleeping, but I kept having to go to the bathroom, which is really annoying. Luckily, we have a bathroom like pretty much just outside our room. Kermit's here now.
And the muff.
The Muppets, they're having breakfast with us too, aren't they? It's kind of crowded.
Good morning.
Craig's enjoying looking out the window, seeing the view. You probably can't really see much right now because of the lights reflecting in there. We're going through Colorado right now. And there's some snow on the ground. Not a lot, but I do see some snow. Craig noticed it first thing this morning. I heard him say it's snowing.
wait, it's snow.
How did you sleep last night, Craig?
Good.
Did you wake up very much? Yeah. Did you have to go to the bathroom last night? You did? He must have just got up and went. Didn't tell us. He's pretty independent about it right now. Craig's riding the train like he's an old pro. How about you, Joe? How did you sleep last night?
Not good. I can't sleep on a train evidently.
Well, he's in the top bunk, which I could have mercy on him and trade him tonight.
Boy, there's a few times I thought it was going to throw me out.
My worst thing about being afraid of sleeping on the top bunk is that I have to go to the bathroom during the night and getting down, but I probably could manage it.
Yeah. Just 2 nights.
It's just 2 nights, that's right. This is a great way to eat breakfast. Seeing the view, right, Craig?
Yep.
With the cheddar cheese?
Cheddar.
Okay, you want the vegetables and the ham inside?
You just want the ham, right?
Yeah, and the ham.
Ham, alright. Any bacon or sausage on the side?
Bacon.
Alright, and grits or potatoes?
Potatoes.
Potatoes.
We'll try.
Okay, and to drink?
Orange juice.
Alright.
Please.
Please.
And next?
You wanted some.
Yeah, we can see out the window a little better since it's gotten lighter out. You can see the snow. Makes me excited for snow in Iowa. Okay, it's just pretty much glued to the window. There's a look at Craig's omelet. He got some breakfast potatoes, bacon, and a croissant. And it looks really good. And it is really, really rough here, so if the camera's moving all over the place, you know why. Joe got the scrambled eggs with bacon and potatoes and a croissant. And I got the railroad French toast with bacon. It has strawberries and some whipped cream. It looks really good. Have you tried your omelet yet?
I did.
How's it taste?
Delicious.
French toast? It's good. I wish it was a little bit warmer, but I know that's always tricky with French toast. It gets cold pretty quickly. But flavor-wise, it's excellent. And the bacon is nice and crispy, just like I like it.
Colorado.
Is it exciting to see Colorado?
Yeah. And I can't wait to see the tunnel.
I can see mountains now.
Hey, I can see mountains. Ooh, so many mountains. Oh dear.
Just about to pull into Denver Union Station. This is a stop that we actually get to get out for a little bit. We are off the train at Denver Union Station. The temperature is currently 30 degrees, and unfortunately, I left my coat in my checked baggage. So I have just a thin raincoat to wear, but it's not so bad. So look at the train while we go by. This is the lounge car. There's some Union Station pigeons here. They are not afraid. I think I could lean down and pet it. We're gonna go into Union Station now. It was a little bit of a walk from where the train was parked. Here we are, inside of Denver Union Station. It's quite large. There's a place here for tacos and tortillas, which is not open because it's only like 8 o'clock in the morning. Pig Train Coffee Company. I bet this is going to be busy. Oh yes, there is a line. Not too bad though. Ice cream. Ice Creamery. Turned in Colorado. And there's a restaurant in here which is not open right now. Craig is very worried about us being off the train. But we have plenty of time, and I have an alarm set to tell us when we need to get back on the train. Or when we need to head that way. In here, there's a hotel, which we've actually looked into staying at. Tattered cover, I don't know, it's a Mercantile, green boxes, Alteria, and a terminal bar. But a lot of places are not open yet. Looks like a little gift shop. Would have been nice to look into. What it looks like. It's Very beautiful. And look up at that top floor. And the lights. Very ornate. It's out across the street. Walk to the door. This is what's on the other side of the Denver Union Station. The Crawford Hotel, that's what that sign says. Looks like maybe there's some businesses in this area, but at 8 o'clock in the morning, none of them would be open. I'm just going to step out here so you can see the front of Union Station. So we step back into the Pig Coffee Company, and I think we're going to try one of these cinnamon roll croissants. We'll take it back on the train with us. But they have this almond brioche that also looks delicious. Lots of yummy looking things in the case here, as well as they do have lots of specialty coffees. Ooh, the honey spice cider. I might just get that. That sounds really good. Some of the merch they have here. They have a Denver Union Station sweatshirt, which is very nice. There's no price on it. They have some Pig Train Coffee t-shirts.
Rolls it like the train.
Oh yeah, they have a little wooden train down there. I wonder how they got their name, Pig Train. So we got a couple of things from Pig Train Coffee Shop, and now we're making it back to the train, which makes Craig very happy. He does not like to be off the train. We had a great experience at the Pig Train Coffee Shop. The young man that waited on us was so nice to Craig, and he told me afterwards that he has a younger brother with autism. It's always nice when people understand and are kind. He is. Joe almost went the wrong way. Craig called him out. I thought maybe you'd enjoy seeing what the train platform is like. Because myself, I had no idea. It's kind of a cool sculpture up there that's moving.
Attention passengers, please watch your step with caution. Platforms may be slippery and wet.
Now we can say we've been to Denver. I think I'm going to maybe go inside. I'd like to go to the Sightseer Lounge. I'm hoping that people aren't in there since we're stopped here. I'm hoping a lot of people are out of the train. I'm going to go up these stairs so we can get a better look at the train. Get my workout here. It's a ways up here. You can see the sculpture You can get a nice view up here. Oh yeah, this is a great view.
Attention passengers, please watch your step and use caution. Platforms may be
there's our
slippery
train.
and wet.
It's a long train too.
Yeah, because it goes clear to the other side.
Yeah.
Down there.
There's the sculpture we were seeing down below. Oh, we could have taken an elevator up here, but we took the stairs.
Attention passengers, please watch your step and use caution. Platforms may be slippery and wet.
I'm gonna look out this way right quick. There's the other side of the train. It's truly a sight to see. Over there. Hi, Craig.
Hi, Mom.
Are you seeing the view?
Yep. Seeing the view, Mama.
What do you see?
I saw lots of pine trees and mountains and snow.
Oh yeah, you're like right up close to it too.
Barry, we're just starting into the Rockies. There's some bigger ones.
I can see that house that is way up on top. You probably can't see it, but it is so high up. I just can't believe someone lives up there. How do they get up there? Craig's excited about lunch. He's gonna get a patty melt. He's been talking about it.
Hey folks, this is your conductor Antonio. Just making an announcement here about the big
one.
Leave that cut out there.
ring of 28 tunnels, and that first tunnel
Ooh,
is called tunnel number 1.
first touch.
28 tunnels.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think about that, Craig?
Wow. 28.
Yeah.
Ooh, I said tunnel. Everybody hold your breath for the tunnel. Take a win. 66.
This is certainly something to see.
It's a parrot. Here it comes.
There it is. That's a beauty.
Still not a big one.
That looks really big to me.
Look at all these houses through the valley too.
I bet that air smells so clean and fresh. It just makes me think of Soarin' in Disney World.
Well, that's where on this. See your train
Yep, I
again.
can see the train coming around there. Just like that, we're out, right, Craig?
Tunnel number 1.
Yep.
Looks like Christmas trees.
It does look like Christmas trees. Does this remind you of Soarin'?
Yeah, it reminds me of Soarin' the ride.
How many tunnels now, Craig? What tunnel is this? What number?
Tunnel number 3. Wait, what? Tunnel number 4.
Yep.
That's tunnel number 5.
Look at this.
I was filming on that side with
That's
my phone.
amazing. That is like nothing I've ever seen.
It reminds me of Soarin'.
Yeah, it does. I think we're going into another tunnel.
That's number 9.
9. What are you watching?
Disney cartoons. The cartoon tunnels.
You like the tunnels, huh?
Yep.
This one's a little longer one, it seems like.
It's a completely different view
It is.
every tunnel.
That was a short tunnel. What number was that, Craig?
Craig,
What tunnel was that we went through? What
Number 10, 9.
it wasn't 9. This is
No,
I was
it's
thinking it was.
10.
Okay.
No. What? What do you want? What do you want? What do you 13. What do you want?
You know what this makes me think of, Craig? What song?
What's that?
Wonderful World.
Wonderful world. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
It's my favorite song.
Hmm?
What number is this?
22. Or is it 21?
Can't remember, honestly.
Alright folks, once again, the world famous Moffat Tunnel is coming up. Once we enter the tunnel, it's very important to stay in the car that you're in. Not open anything indoors. It's very important to stay in the car. There's no emergency or anything. We just don't want any of the fumes of the locomotives to get inside. Again, once we enter the world famous Moffat Tunnel, please stay in the car that you're in. Thank you. Also, folks, if you didn't hear me earlier, for you veterans on the train, happy Veterans Day. We appreciate your service on Veterans Day. Thank you.
There we go, into the Moffat Tunnel. This is a 10-minute tunnel.
Alright folks, we are in the world famous Moffat Tunnel. The Moffat Tunnel is 6.2 miles long. It's going to take us approximately 10 minutes to get through the tunnel.
10 minutes.
We will be 9,238 feet under the Continental Divide. This tunnel was originally starting, the tunnel started in 1927, 1923. It took them 4 years to build the tunnel. They had 2 crews on both sides of the tunnel. They get up in the middle, they're about a half an inch off. The world famous Moffat Tunnel. Please stay in the car that you're in. Thank you.
And we're out of the 10-minute tunnel. Nice little neighborhood down there. Some beautiful houses or lodges. Gorgeous. I decided to check out the Sightseer Lounge, which to get to the Sightseer Lounge, you do have to go through the dining car, which I already passed through. This is the Sightseer Lounge. This is always a nice place to come and sit and see the views, but it does fill up. However, they do ask people to leave after they're here for 2 hours, so everyone does get a chance to use the Sightseer Lounge. It's open to coach passengers as well as private cars. We are stopped in Fraser Winter Park to let some people off, and maybe some people will get on board. It's a beautiful, beautiful area.
South Park.
What? Does
South Park.
This reminds you of South Park right here? Why does it remind you of South Park?
Because the snow and mountains.
You know what? I've never watched South Park.
It's bad.
It's bad. I've heard so. I've heard about that. I've heard it's bad. Naughty words, right?
Yeah, naughty words.
I was just reading the sign. That's the Amtrak station just in front of us. It says Fraser, Colorado, 8550, leaving planet Earth.
You a hot rod guy? Maybe.
It's a very picturesque area here. Looks like something out of a movie.
U.S. Army. Yeah, Ford makes Ranchero. Right. Yeah, I used to build the Autism. That's a got one seat front end loader. 66 Ranchero.
Craig, what do you think of the Sightseer Lounge?
What?
How do you like the Sightseer Lounge?
Perfect.
You like it? Do you like sitting here better or in the room better?
This place is perfect.
Perfect. It's very cool. You can see so far and wide. Came down here to check out the cafe car. Haven't been down here yet. Looks like they have a variety of sandwiches.
Oh, how's that? Technically, I can't.
Pretty little stream.
That's that same stream. We're going downhill, and it's going towards the Pacific Mountains.
I heard some people say they saw a moose, and I'm jealous. That's why I don't like gummy bears. They're hard to chew. Most of them. What is this? Elk Saloon? It's like a little...
It's a little railroad museum.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They got cars.
Like a historic museum.
Oh man, with that, this is like a postcard.
That's what I was just
If
thinking.
you like the Amtrak, because I got the Amtrak tray in mine.
Looks like it's snowing, maybe. It's such a haze. I'd love to see some snow on this train ride. Like, I'd love to see it snowing. We're definitely seeing snow. But we haven't seen it snowing yet.
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting bored, Craig?
No. When's lunch?
Soon. Let's see, what time is it? In about 10 minutes, they should be announcing lunch. After we got back from the Denver station, I noticed my microphone was missing. I had it on my coat. And we spent probably an hour trying to find it. We knew that it was on the train because my microphone was still picking up, but we didn't know where. But we narrowed it down to it had to be either in our car. Well, it had to be in our room at or Craig's. And then we did some more testing, like taking bags out of our room, and narrowed it down to where it had to be in our room. But we also happened to be right at all the beautiful views in Colorado. So I decided to stop looking for a while and just film. And then when we came back, I looked again and I finally found it. It was in the weirdest place. Like it had fell. I'll show you. So these seats have this arm, and on down there, there's a little, like, there's a bracket that the seat slides out in to make it into a bed, and it had fell down into that bracket. I finally spotted it. So, hallelujah, I found my $100 microphone. Because I've already lost one microphone
So where's your
at the
$100?
urology clinic. It's in my... Where's my $100 microphone? It's in my purse right now. That was my extra. I have two. I bought another one. Well, I bought one when I lost my other one. And then I bought another one so Joe could have a mic. Because sometimes Joe's a pretty low talker. So it's hard to pick him up when I'm filming a lot of times. So I have two now. And I still have two because I found that one. Craig's getting tired or bored. It's getting really warm in this car. Like, the heat must be turned up. This is hot. This thing here is hot to touch. So I think we need to turn that down maybe. Are you getting hot?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hot in here. This controls the heat. Well, it was all the way on warmer instead of cooler, though. Oh, okay, so we're turning it to cool. That dial right there. I think I showed you earlier, but I'll show you again. There's the light. And there's the one plug-in. Each roomette or bedroom has one plug-in. And it's behind one of the seats there. This seat has the plug-in. So, because we have so many things to charge, me in particular, with all my batteries and everything, we brought along this extension cord that has some USB ports. And then, I'm on Craig's side. On my side, I have a big block with lots of USB ports. So we have plenty of things to charge that way. But just something to note, if you plan on taking Amtrak and being in a bedroom car or roomette, make sure to bring an extra outlet in your charger block, a charger block that has multiple, for however many things you need to charge. You'll be glad you did. That'll save you a lot of frustration. One of the most frustrating things the last time we took Amtrak was just organization. We brought too much stuff and we put all our bags in our car, and then we were constantly looking through the bags trying to find things. So this time I did really try and prioritize things that I really needed on the train and making sure they were easily accessible. Oh, look. There are some cows out there, and I don't know what those ones were with the longer horns. Oh, I see like a llama out there. It's clear over there, though. That's the first, well, I've seen some horses and I've seen some cows, but it was just one lone llama out there. I think it was a llama. It was quite a ways away. That's certainly what it looked like, or an alpaca. I'm going to try and remember to show you some of my, some of the ways that I've organized. Some of it I've learned from watching other YouTubers that are on Amtrak. Because it truly is the secret to having a less stressful journey when you're not constantly looking for things. And there's definitely not a lot of space in here. But even during this trip, thinking of some other things that I could do to have better organization and make it easier to get to things. Having to constantly unzip a suitcase is frustrating. I bought these backpacks that are suitcases, and I'm not sure they were the best option. I'm thinking maybe a backpack, a larger backpack with some packing cubes in it would maybe be a better way to go. Something you just sit on the seat and open up instead of something you have to open up wide like a suitcase.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your dining care attendant. At this time, I'm going to go over our lunch menu. On our lunch menu today, we have a grilled chicken Caesar salad, our artisan grilled cheese sandwich, natural Angus burger, our grilled patty melt, plant-based Beyond burger, and our savory cheese.
He said food.
On the children's menu is a classic grilled cheese, homestyle white cheddar.
There was a group of treats, and it looked like somebody took it home and set it right on top. It was absolutely wonderful.
It's something.
Right.
No.
Well, living down in the valley, I haven't seen snow for a long time, except on TV during the news.
We're gonna see snow. We haven't yet.
On this day for lunch, we were joined by a very nice lady, and Craig and I got the grilled ham and cheese sandwich. This was a very nice sandwich. It's funny because the whole day Craig was talking about the patty melt, and then when he heard me order the grilled ham and cheese, he decided to have it too. Joe chose to have the cheeseburger for lunch, which is a very nice option if you're riding Amtrak. We all chose the butter cake for dessert, which turned out to be a very tasty choice.
Greg, did we have this last time? Did you have a butter cake last time?
I don't think we did.
No. I thought everything came off menu.
It almost looks like something should be in the middle of it and not butter sugar. Where's the berries and the whipped cream?
It's true. How's it taste, Betty?
Buttery.
Buttery. The views during lunch were incredible. I would even say they were some of the best views of the day.
It's amazing how much bigger this river is now. When I first started watching it up there, Nancy, I could have jumped from one side to the other, and this is the same river. But every time you go through a valley, and you know, all that is washing down into it, and then the next one, all that is washing down into it. That one.
We thought we were out of the snow, and now there's more snow than there was earlier.
The cafe car was sure a lot different than the one on the Southwest Chief. Do you remember the Southwest Chief one?
Oh, yeah.
You actually went inside. It was like almost a little like.
Convenience.
Yeah,
I
this
liked
is
it
just
better.
like that. No, me too. This was weird. You couldn't really see anything. I finally decided to try my butter cake, and there was a delicious custard inside. These ended up being quite a treat.
Like a sandstone bluff coming down.
How was lunch today?
It was good.
What'd you have?
A grilled cheese sandwich with a side of chips and a butter cake for dessert.
Same thing I had.
Yeah, you guys were twinsies.
It was really good. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
The ham looked like it was nice and lean.
Yeah,
Nope,
it's
not
pretty good.
bristly or anything. My burger is just like it is on every one of these trains. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's a decent burger. I've had it before. The butter cake. Do you think there's like a custard in there?
Yeah, it's a little bit of like a custard.
Well, that is.
It reminds me of some of the pastries, the Dutch pastries we get at Garsma's a little bit. That's in Pella, Iowa.
Yeah, the outside's kind of like a dense, cakey, and then the inside's. And custard's the best way I can describe it. And then it has like some, I think it's powdered sugar on top.
Yeah.
It's very soft.
All in all, it was a great day.
Yep.
That being said,
Are you trying to do now? It's time to pay the price.
yes, crackers. But I
Trying to
wasn't
steal
gonna.
Tracker's tagline.
Nope.
Back to our room. Back
To
to
this
an
view.
another beautiful view. The California Zephyr does not disappoint.
Yeah. That's
I mean, we watched some videos. We did a lot of research, but none of it prepared us for the sheer beauty that we're seeing. I mean, it is literally like something from a Christmas card.
It's like right now, I can see I don't know if you can see it, I can see the humidity or steam like following this river because it's colder than what the river is. So it's raising up vapor. Yeah. Anybody that's ever been to Disney World or Disneyland and has rode Soarin',
Yeah, that's definitely on my bucket list this time.
knows what we're talking about. The da-da-da,
It is, and they have
look at
the
that cloud up there hanging on the side of that mountain.
the smells. Like I'm just imagining it would smell like it does on Soarin', just that really fresh.
Yeah, fresh, pure oxygen type thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you see vehicles out here, but nothing like what you see in even rural areas of like Iowa, to where this air would have to be so fresh and clean.
Put it on your bucket list, fellas. Put it on your bucket list.
Yeah, this is one you want to. If you need to, go ahead and save up for it.
Yeah.
Save up for it so you can do this one.
It's hard for me to tell you how much this part of the trip costs because we paid for it with Amtrak points. I'd actually have to look it up.
Even look like Spike and Buzz.
We paid for one room, right?
We didn't pay for anything on this trip.
Oh, this
We
part of
paid for the part that takes us.
Oh, the Coast Starlight.
Yeah, but we didn't pay anything for our trip down over wherever.
No. Amtrak credit card, folks.
Yeah, and I can't really get anything right now because
got
of there's a glare.
Yeah.
But yes,
If you want to do it, you have to get an Amtrak card.
yeah, because when you sign up, you get some points automatically. When we signed up, it was 40,000, I think. I don't know if it's that much anymore. And also, whenever you travel with Amtrak, you get 2 points for every $1, I think. If for anything you use that card for, you get a point. So it adds up pretty quickly. And it's a great way to save for travel. Of course, it could have been much less if we wouldn't have decided to go on somewhere else. What are you doing? Act like a robot?
I don't know why.
You just felt like doing that.
No, it's Tom Hanks. Oh shoot, the Halloween guy. He's got the David S. Pumpkins.
Oh, I have never seen David S. Pumpkins.
Yeah, I've watched the things, and I'm really surprised that it's became such a phenomenon that, like, at Universal Studios, they made characters for Halloween Horror Nights of David S. Pumpkins. But Tom Hanks did it, so
yeah,
and he did a pretty good job.
Tom Hanks is kind of like the Sally Fields of actors.
Yeah,
he's the one everyone loves. Tom Hanks.
The guy down there fishing,
and for good reason.
He was in an inflatable boat.
Still in a bad way with this.
Oh,
sun.
there's a fly fisherman.
I can't see because of the sun in my eyes. Craig wants to know how many mountains there were. There's a lot, Craig.
A lot of mountains.
What are you reading?
Mad Magazine's Christmas.
Can you read us a little bit out of it?
Here's one. Did you ever get the holiday blues? Who cares? Well, Meepo does. So he decides to throw a party for the depressed spaghetti, and you're invited. Here's to rancid leftovers. Still got the blues, SP? Yeah. I just miss my Nana. More guests arrive. Ding dong! Hey, Sid Butter. Frankie D looking good. Is that Bo Thomas? Hey, let's all go to the movies! Frankie's wife, Warmelina, is almost also here.
Let me see. Can I see the picture?
You always forget to introduce me. You always forget to introduce me.
Yes, dear.
And don't slosh.
Yes, dear.
And don't drink too much.
Yes, dear.
Tommy Seltzer always makes a big splash.
Darn it.
I think Craig's enjoying it.
I have a surprise for you, old chum. A special guest who's flown in all the way from your country. It's someone who's responsible for making you the noodle you are today. No. I can't believe you came all the way from Nacogdoches. Where am I again? This is the best holiday I ever had, Palsy. Oh no! I forgot the fruit cake! Oh well, at least it could be any worse.
Oh, moose. Bunch of.
Oh yeah, back there. There was some. What? What? Were they cows? Oh, Joe. Tricking me, but this is beautiful coming up. It's so pretty. Just trying to trick me, saying he sees moose when he doesn't see moose.
Colorado.
I just really want to see a moose.
Rocky Mountain High and all snow.
I wish you would have been over here.
And you stay how it is, Craig. Yeah, I know, Bosco.
You're just making it up, probably.
It's the most majestic thing I've ever seen in my life. No, it looked like a great big deer stepping up out. It was stepped up out of the water. I think it had crossed the dang river. I would like to see that big thing swim in that river, because I think it's pretty deep right through here. Because you notice how much darker the water got. Some of these areas are probably only a foot or two deep. They're just like picnic tables and everything. People just walk down.
Crocodiles are wild reptiles.
Liar. Well, I'm filming the whole time, so if there's a moose, I'm getting it.
Moose?
No, Dad just keeps lying. There's no moose.
Not anymore.
So what do you have anyway, Mama?
What do you mean?
The animals.
You're talking a little loud there.
What do you mean, what do they have?
It's not a zoo. This might be the time of
Oh, there's a fisherman down there. I saw it. That's just like on Soaring, because you see the people fishing too. living sore and only I'm on the inside. I can't be out there with it. I really would love to stick my head out the window. Oh, look up there at those mountains. With all that, the clouds and mountains up above it. I can zoom in.
Are we going out west to San Francisco?
Yeah. Craig, one of our viewers wanted to know what you like about living in Iowa.
The Iowa State Fair.
Anything else?
Okoboji. Adventureland.
Is there anywhere else you'd rather live than Iowa?
Omaha Zoo.
You'd rather live at the Omaha Zoo?
There goes a lot of snow, Mama. So what's after Colorado, anyway?
Is it the Sierra Nevadas?
Nevada?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Ask Dad.
Hey, Dad? What's after Colorado?
Florida.
No,
Dad's being silly. He doesn't know. We'll find out.
It crosses the valley. Looks like it goes back and forth.
Holy mackerel. Stunning.
It almost looks like a seaside village, doesn't it?
It does.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Your conductor. Close to a little area called Dot Zero. 9 minutes or so. Our next stop will be Linwood Springs. Linwood Springs, about 35 minutes or so.
Coming up to the next stop where people can get out and get some fresh air or smoke a cigarette.
But not, we don't smoke cigarettes.
No way, we don't smoke cigarettes.
That's bad news.
It is bad news. It's not good for you. And it stinks.
It's drugs, right?
Yep. Nicotine is a drug.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to switch sides. There is this cool river over here. And this road.
One little safety sign now will be Linwood Springs from stepping out of the platform. Please allow your conductors or car attendants to get steps in place so it's safe for the board, fresh air there, and also for boarding. Also, if this is your stop, try to take time to head to your seats and gather your belongings and prepare for boarding your Linwood Springs right in.
We're staying on the train. Because for one thing, it's cold out. And it's a very short stop, so. But I'll try and show you out the window what it looks like. Came to the observation car to see if I could give you guys a better look. There you go. There's the station. What a beautiful town. So Craig and I went down and he was able to take a shower on the train. How was it, Craig?
It was wonderful.
You feel a lot better now?
Yup, lots naturally.
He's been wanting to take a shower all day long, so we got it done. And Craig feels fresh and clean, right?
Yup, neat and clean.
All right, here is one of the things that I've used for organization. This works well to keep my toiletries in. There's a lot of different versions of this. I chose a lightweight one just because of travel. This one fit better in my suitcase. I'm wishing I had one that would go clear down and maybe I could put some like socks and underwear or some clothes in it. I'm gonna have to look around and see what the options are. This is the hanging rod, which is nice. They didn't have that in the bedroom car, so this allows you to have some more organization here. And then there's this cubby here that I've been using to store things into. Those are things that are easy to get to. And then of course I mentioned you can put your suitcases or your bags under the seat. You can set them here, or you can store them up in there. Not very much though, because the bedding's up in the top bunk, but you could stash some things up there if you needed to.
Grand River Diversion Dam. Oh, wait, what? So it's not a pipeline. They must lower that. And then look, the water goes through here. Wonder why? For fish or something? And it's been through there. It's running right now. There's hardly any in it. But you can see how wet it is. It's been pretty wet.
Mm-hmm.
Is it because of these lower roads? See, we're higher. That could be it. It makes it run up here. Look at that rock. Cool. Hey, you look clear up there. It looks like there's almost like a fort up there.
Oh yeah,
Looks like a castle.
it does.
Castle ruins. Nancy, then look over there. A gas station. Ruined the view. A stinking gas station. Of course, any
People need gas.
gotta have gas. That was the James Robbins State Park Island Acres section. Is what that all that back there was. Whatever that means. Snow caps over there.
Oh, yep. This is Grand Junction, Colorado.
Next stop coming up is 15 minutes in Grand Junction, Colorado.
Oh, I might get out.
Grand Junction, this is your courtesy call. Go to your seat, check around your seat for all your personal items. Also, folks, at Grand Junction, the crew chain, myself and Conductor Mike will be kicking off. The Salt Lake City crew will be taking you on further west. Grand Junction coming up. Thank you.
Making a stop in Grand Junction. And I am going to step off the train for a little bit. It's just 15-minute stop, so that'll give me enough time to step off. Alright, so I stopped outside at Grand Junction. It's actually pretty nice outside. I was afraid it was going to be cold. It's in the 50s. This must be the Amtrak station. Let's just take a peek inside. That's what it looks like. They got some chairs in here. Looks like there's a soda machine. Oh, I really wish I had my money so I could get a Diet Pepsi. I've been dying for a Diet Pepsi. They also have a snack machine here. There's tickets and baggage here. And then out the door is, there's a little more. There's the back side of a station. Looks like there's a restaurant right there. I can't take too much time because the train's only stopping here for 15 minutes, so I don't want to miss it. So Craig, how's that shrimp?
Tastes good, Mama.
Oh, Craig decided he wanted to try the tempura shrimp tonight, and he likes it. It's another miracle. Craig and I had the chicken on this night, and Joe once again had the steak. Both were delicious. And for dessert, we all had the blueberry cobbler cheesecake. How's it taste, Craig?
Delicious. Tastes like blueberry muffins.
Ooh.
I think so too.
I'll have to give it a try. I've never tried this before.
There you go.
That concludes our first day on the train, sponsored by Colorado. It's a Colorado Rocky Mountain High. Well, good night, everybody, and keep on having a great day.